charges himself. The former foreign minister and 5 others accused from the APC were charged with the misuse of public funds in the building of a New York chancery. Kamara says the charges are politically motivated to make him unpopular ahead of the coming June general election. In a wide-ranging interview, Samura Kamara talks to me about the human rights situation in Sierra Leone and its electoral prospects.
I don't think it is accurate to say things are improving in Sierra Leone at this material time. It is not accurate. But most of the other reports are really giving us the reality on the ground. It depends also, for me, on who provides information to some of these institutions. I would rather prefer reports are based on the welfare of the typical Sierra Leonean.
So for a typical Sierra Leonean, what do you think the actual situation is? Because, as you rightly put it, reports we are hearing is that situation is improving. So what are people telling you as an opposition leader in Sierra Leone?
That definition of what is improving, I don't know. But my current situation is that we have 2 sets of challenges in Sierra Leone. We have those challenges that are of a long-standing nature, where up to today as a nation, after 60 years of independence, we cannot feed ourselves. We don't have drinkable water. We still continue to have poor roads. And then we cannot light up our towns, our villages, and our cities. We still have serious poverty strides, extreme poverty. Our economic growth has stalled at a slow pace. Now, these are the long-standing challenges of macroeconomic instability, of structural bottlenecks, and of financing the government, financing the country's development program. Then you have today's own typical challenges, which are a creation of the government, by my estimation and observation. For instance, we have a lot of divisiveness in the country. There's a tendency to polarize the country on a regional and ethnic basis. There's a tendency to politicize everything in Sierra Leone, which is wrong. Many of our people, all they want is an improvement in their living standards.
You talked about the economy. What do you say to those critics of yours who said you were part of an administration that ruled Sierra Leone for 10 years, 2 consecutive terms, and that if the country is now experiencing such challenges, that could be attributed to your government, previous government, because you ruled the country for 10 years, and that the fundamentals of the economy, your administration at that time did not put it right to ensure a positive trajectory of Sierra Leone at the moment. So who is to blame?
I think it did. I think it did. There was massive improvement. There were improvements. I can give you a historical trajectory of Sierra Leone, where we've come from since independence.
Now, some people are saying that your party itself is not united. You need to unite your party first before
the party is united now. More than ever.
Before you can unite the country. So what makes you the most qualified to unite Sierra Leone?
I'm not using the party.
Giving the opportunity.
I'm not using the party.
Okay.
I'm using myself as Samura Kamara, a Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
A Samura Kamara who cuts across all the tribes in Sierra Leone with all friends all over. Yesterday, I had a video conference with the Creole Descendants Union. And it was very clear about my relationship with the Creoles. My relationship in the Southeast, my wife is from the Southeast, is from Pujeum.
Pujeum?
It's from Pujeum, Mustang Baka, the Rogers. You understand? I've grown up with them, and I've been with my wife for over 40 years. My children are half men, they half Timni. Samura Kamara's, in a way, manner of speaking, is uniquely from the north as well as from the east. I went to school in Bo, so I'm also from the south.
You went to Bo Boys?
No, I went to St. Andrews, UCC. I went there. So, honestly, I have a very strong affiliation in the southeast. Now, the north, that's where my parents come from. In the west, I went to secondary school at St. Edward's Secondary School. Then I went to university at Forabe College. I have a diversity of friends. And really, it is very difficult for anybody to pinpoint Samura Kamara as a tribalist, as somebody who encourages ethnicity, ethnic divide, and all the rest of it.
So what makes...
So as a leader...
Okay, good. What makes Samura Kamara uniquely qualified that you think Sierra-Leoneans will repose confidence in you to be the next president?
This is one.
Okay.
My upbringing, my relationship with every part of the country. But most importantly, I think I'm the only political leader that has really grew up over 40 years in public policy management at the highest level. Started with the central bank, into the Ministry of Finance and Development, into the central bank, into foreign affairs. It's hard to see somebody like that. I think with this strong experience, I've served many governments, including President Bio's government, when he took over from Strasser. I came to rescue them.
Samura Kamara is the presidential candidate of the main opposition All People's Congress. He spoke with me from here in Washington. She is the first female independent parliamentarian in Sierra Leone. Emilia Lolo Tongi defied expectations when she decided to